Technical. Sorry. Thank you,
That
though.
was beautiful.
Thank you.
Now I want to invite my brother from India, Pondicherry. The long time relationship with me through his father and Swami Buaji Maharaj, and we met so many times. And he spoke in our event so many times. He is one of the leading exponent in yoga field. Not only just exercise, philosophically and music, dance, art, and he is a director in a university. He's a medical doctor, is a gold medalist, and part of the different expert committee at the government of India in the Ayush department. And now they have new committees. Last 1 year it happened, and I know he's a future leader of the yoga field in India because of the educated and the commitment. I have to acknowledge that too. So I'm not going to read all of the bios. I just put it on chat box so you can study about it. There's a website link there. You can go and find out about him. Here is Dr. Ananda Bala Yoga Bhavanani, Yogacharya expert. Namaste ji, floor is for you.
Namaste, Swagatam, Vanakkam, Bonjour, Buongiorno, Buonasera, Buonanotte, Huya Mure, Boreida, Kiora, Salamat Pagi, Ayu Bovan, Ayushman Bhava, Subdinam, Subhrapad.
Konnichiwa, annyeonghaseyo, hola.
Subhratri for this part of the world. We are night time now also. Such a pleasure to be with you, Dilipji. Such a pleasure. And congratulations on bringing together so many people from so many parts of the world. This is what yoga truly is. It is that which unites all of us. It unites humanity as one humanity. And when we realize we are one humanity, no matter what the threat be, we can all overcome it. Because when we come together, we are strong. It is like when all the body systems come together. If your lungs and your heart and your kidneys and your brain and your stomach and your liver all are working together, you are healthy. But if the lung says, I am not going to work with the heart, and the heart says, I will not work with your kidneys, and all of them say, I will not work with your brain, well, that is disease. So divisiveness is disease. Unitiveness is health, wellness, and well-being. Pathogenesis has become what everybody is focused on. Disease, pathology, pathogenesis. We need to shift our paradigm from pathogenesis to salitogenesis, that which focuses on wellness, wholesomeness, completeness, what we call the Purna Swarupa of Swast. This is the traditional Indian concept of health, where there is a balance, an equilibrium of all aspects, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, all levels, there has to be an equilibrium and balance. It is said, Samatvam Yoga Uchate, equanimity, which at the physiological level is homeostatic balance. At the mental level, it is a state of equanimity. Whether somebody likes you, they dislike you, you are beyond it. The dvandvas, that which pull us apart, raga and dvesha. We like someone, oops, we go there. We don't like someone, oops, we go this, and we have lost our balance. What is important? Not to be pulled or pushed off our balance, finding the balance that lies in the middle, the golden mean that all spiritual cultures have suggested to us. This is why yoga in its Purna Swarupa, its wholesome avatar, is what we need today. Not piecemeal. You know, someone has asana, someone has pranayama, somebody has meditation, somebody has yoga as a medicine, somebody has yoga as a philosophy, somebody puts yoga in sports, somebody puts yoga in medicine, somebody puts it in the caves, somebody puts it under the ocean, and somebody buries it. This is not what we need today. What we need is all to come together and realize that oneness, that wholesomeness is what yoga is. When we human beings start to work together, we realize that there is a common thread that runs through all of us. That common thread is the thread that is called humanity. Most of the time, we are fixated on differences. He is white, he is black, he is red, he is green, he is tall, he is short, he speaks my language, he doesn't speak my language, she, he, it. And what happens? We go into a breakdown, a social, psychological, physical breakdown. What we need is to move from breakdown to breakthrough. The breakdown is what happens in the pathogenic paradigm. We break down. But the salutogentic paradigm says every challenge is an opportunity to show how strong you are and break through, thus transcending and transforming yourself from the mundane human doing to that spiritual elevated human being. Moving from a subhuman nature. That subhuman nature, how do you control it? By the Yama Niyama of Ashtanga Yoga of Maharishi Patanjali. You are restraining the lower tendencies through the Yama, enhancing the humane qualities through the Niyama. And what do they give us? Social health. The Yama Niyama give us social health domain. Asana Pranayama, they remodel our psycho-neuroimmunology, our psycho-neuroendocrinology. All the mechanisms are remodeled in a healthy manner. And so asana pranayama, physical wellness, physical domain. Yama niyama, social domain. Asana pranayama, they are now the physical domain. Then what do you come? Pratyahara dharana. When you start to work on the pratyahara and dharana, you are moving your senses that are outward focused and you are bringing them back in. You are becoming energy efficient. When we are drawn outward into the sensory entanglement, we are losing energy. Through pratyahara and dharana, we are conserving energy, moving inward, and we enhance the mental health domain. So, yama niyama, social health domain. Asana pranayama, physical health domain. Pratyahara dharana, mental health domain. And now we come to the most important spiritual health domain, which is given by dhyana and samadhi. So Maharishi Patanjali, 2,500, 3,000 years ago, has given us a system, Ashtanga Yoga, which looks at all the four domains of health and wellness: physical, mental, social, and spiritual, that today the World Health Organization is recognizing. The World Health Organization says health is a state of well-being at the physical, mental, social, and spiritual level. These four domains already have been dealt with by Maharishi Patanjali. That master time traveler was given us the spiritual science of Ashtanga Yoga. Never forget that yoga is a spiritual science. It was not meant to be another poor man's gymnastics. Yoga was not meant to only treat those who had disease. It was for spiritual advancement. The spiritual advancement that doesn't make me say I am better than you or he is better than her. A spiritual advancement that has that bigger perspective. You move from having your nose in the mud to standing up, and then you climb the mountain, and then you go up in a helicopter, and then in a satellite out into space, and you look down and realize what the big picture is. The moment you see the big picture, you realize how stupid we have become to argue over small things that seem so big when our nose is in the mud. When your nose is in the mud, every molehill will look like a mountain. I'm going to repeat that. When your nose is in the mud, every molehill, mud hill will look like a mountain. But when you elevate yourself into that stratosphere, which is spiritual stratosphere, spiritual space you are going into, up into the spiritual rocket, when you look down, even the biggest of mountains is just a molehill. For an ant, every wave, I live next to the ocean here, the Bay of Bengal in Pondicherry. Our ashram's right on the beach. So for the ant, Every wave is a tsunami. For the ant, every wave is a tsunami. For the giant, even a tsunami is only a wave. Are we going to be ants or are we going to be a giant? Growing in giantness is the spiritual evolution of yoga. And this is why the great Hanumanji, he had that capacity to be as small as the atom, Anima, but he could also be as large as the whole universe, Mahima also. He had that capacity to understand the smallest of the small and the largest of the large, that Maharishi Patanjali tells us comes with stability of the mind. Paramanu Parama Mahatvantaha Asya Vashikaraha. You have mastery over the smallest of the small. Looking into the microscope and seeing that COVID, you can understand that also. You go out into the telescope and you look at the whole universe and you can understand that also. Because you have clarity of mind. Yoga is the best methodology to clarify the mind, attain stability of the mind. And when our mind is stable, we will behave like a human being should. Our unstable mind, unstable emotions, they have brought havoc onto humanity, where we have become reactive. We have to move from being reactive to responsive. We are always acting in a reflexive manner. We have to move from being reflexive to being reflective. We are acting in an instinctive manner. We have to move from instinctive to intuitive, reactive to responsive, reflexive to reflective, and instinctive to intuitive. That is the journey we need to make through yoga if we are to see the oneness in humanity. Guruji has asked me that I should also sing a small song. And so a fast, small song celebrating the oneness that all of us have here.
Great.
Yes, Guruji.
Yes, always. I enjoy music, dance, and all that stuff.
Om Yogena Chittasya Padena Vacham Malam Sharirasya Cha Vaidyakena Yo Pakarotam Pravaram Muninam Patanjalim Pranjaliranatosmi Patanjalim Pranjaliranatosmi Patanjalim Pranjaliranatosmi Om Om Namah Shivaya, 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 Shiva 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 Shivaya,
Shiva 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 Shivaya Shivaya.
Shiva 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 Shivaya,
Shiva 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 Shivaya Shivaya.
Shiva 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 Shivaya,
Shiva 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 Shivaya Shivaya.
Shiva 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 Shivaya.
Shiva 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 Shivaya Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya,
Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya,
Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Yoga 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 Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Nada, 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 Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Om, Om, Om.
Ayo, you brought the real celebration. That was good. So I hope all of us can meet in New York next year. I think if all the associations coming together, we make a change. We'll discuss about that. I have, because I live in different country. We always think about our country and prosperity of our country. So I hope all of our people will get that spirit, the unity in diversity, and unified spiritualist. That's very important. And we should be the
Namaste,
model for.
namaste, glad brother, namaskaram. You are on the next
Namaskaram.
page. I was just glad.